All right. What is up, people? Hello, everybody. Hello, the people. Hello, the public. All right. Um. So yeah, I'm not naive. You know what I mean? Um. He showed me his channel. Okay. Um. I went on there right now. Hold on. More overcompensating. But yeah, like I said, I went on there right now on the channel. And I mean, it just is what it is, man. I mean, it seems like he's kind of a part of that, the same group, the same people that, I don't deal with and I don't know and don't care about, right? So I really don't care. But it just seems like when he's trying to talk about me or whatever, that's what they do. Like they try to sneak in and head this kind of, I don't know, like negativity, I guess, that doesn't exist or isn't there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even when we were eating, he was like trying to rush me to order. I mean, I'm just being realistic, but I'm not naive, man. Nothing gets by me, bro. So I mean, when you play games and you act a certain way, I'm gonna figure it out real quick. But I mean, other than that, he was all right. You know what I mean? He was cool. I mean, we got along. I mean, I don't know if he's up to anything or not. I mean, I could really care less. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he was all right. I mean, the way I view it, he helped me out a little bit, right? So, I mean, that's what we needed. So, I don't know. We got along. We didn't have any issues. I talked to him. We had full length conversations about YouTube and different things. Um, all in all, I feel like it went well and it was a success. So, like I said, I mean, unless he was up to no good and malicious and was doing something I didn't catch or see or behind my back or I wasn't aware of, I mean, other than that, everything was cool. And I mean, if anybody does anything weird or like that, I mean, not a good idea because it would be illegal and it's all public. That's the thing people don't get about me, all this fake talking and fake action. Anything that concerns me is going to be a public matter. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Because I'm a public figure and I'm a superstar, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, people don't really have any choice but to treat me right. I mean, he helped. Like real talk, he helped. He seemed to. I mean, he's clearly a fan. We got along. I mean, I didn't have any issues from everything I saw. I thought we were all right. So I guess he told me he's going to be staying down here today and then he's leaving out tomorrow. That's cool. Uh, hold on. Like I said, all that other business, man, that's not a me thing. That's my business. I'm going this way. They're telling me what to do. I'm a grown man. Worry about you. Worry about driving. I don't do those games where people try to tell me what to do. Like, I'm a grown man, bro. Like, I don't know why they do that. Like, tell me to cross the street when it's not a walk sign. It's weird. But yeah, like I said, uh, I don't know. We had some pretty detailed, good conversations. I'm not fake. I don't act one way in front of someone and then run to the internet and be a different person. I'm just going to talk about reality and what I saw and the little nuances that I noticed because I'm not naive and I'm on to everybody. But judging from his conversation on the short video that I then looked up right now a second ago, Like, I think he came down on that kind of energy. You know, I just think it's all fake. I mean, it's all very like, I mean, that group of people has never been real about anything, you know? So, I mean, it's just very fake. I mean, to sit there and say, well, in person, hold on. In person, you're actually pretty cool. There's nobody who thinks these things. You all don't even believe these things. So just stop feeding me fake talk. You get what I'm saying? Somebody's telling you to say these things because you're trying to create a false rhetoric. It was already proven wrong. Be quiet. That's it. Like all that corny stuff, trying to interject something that's not there, that stuff don't work. It never worked. No, it don't work like that. I've already exposed everyone. I've already shown the truth. Like I said, the reason that you're looking for me, sir, is because I'm famous and I'm getting famous and I'm accomplishing something. Like it's not my responsibility, right? I can't control other people or what they do or what they're on. Okay. Like I told you before, nobody plays games with me, nor is anybody, right? So like I said, like he had to act right around me like everyone. We was all right, we was cool, no problems, right? Because that's the way I do things. You know what I mean? He walked by me the first time. He went into the restroom. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, the energy that you came down here on is stalking. I hope you understand that it's actually illegal and you could go to jail for it. That's number one. So right there, I'm already being a nice guy, right? Number two, like I said, when he came around, he showed up to where I work out at, where I run my business basically and what I do. That's stalking. So right there, that's stalking charges, right? And that's something you're doing of your own accord, right? So that's on you, right? So he came down here on some hater energy. And like I said, I mean, I was nothing but nice to him, respectful, because that's how I am. And I don't know why people would think I'm going to be other way. Why would I do that? As far as I've come and as much as I've accomplished, why that makes no sense. Like I said, they're always on what they're on, but it doesn't exist. You're a coalition in the group that you're clearly a part of because you're trying to talk just like them, right? It doesn't exist. Y'all don't have an identity. Like I said, I'm not these other people. All them games and stuff don't work on me. That's why they're upset because they can't get a reaction or a response. Like I said, me and dude had no problems with him. We're cool. We're good. You know what I mean? I don't really care how you come in as long as you treat me right and you cool with me in front of me. That's all I care about. And even if you weren't, like I said, they try to act. I mean, what can I do about it? Nothing. I'm in a position where I have everything going for me. I have everything to lose. I'm going to keep having a positive energy and be a man of God that I am, no matter what people want to be on. If they're demonic, if they worship the devil, if they're evil, if they don't want to see me win, if they're trying to do malicious stuff towards me, I ain't scared of nothing. Like literally nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I just talk to people as a human being. But yeah, he showed up. He walked in the restroom primarily, and he acted like he wasn't there to. Then he started talking to me. So I talked to him, and he said, I'm here from YouTube. Well, no, I don't know that. How would I know? See, that's that delusional stuff where they tell themselves that I care or I'm part of something with them. That's all that delusion. I'm not part of nothing with you or any of y'all. I don't know you. Okay? I have nothing to do with that fake stuff y'all are. And that fake stuff ain't going to get you nowhere. It's just that simple. You feel me? But like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he helped out. He's cool. I don't have no issue with him. But I'm going to speak on reality of your actions, and I'm going to make sure publicly everything that you all are doing. You understand? So, I mean, like I said, I don't know why that illegal organization, because that's what they are, why they would send people around me to stalk me and why they would think that that's a smart decision. But like I said, some people just don't seem to know how to think and don't seem to know when to stop. You know, it's not in my control. They act like I have, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're looking for a response or something. You're looking for a reaction that you're never going to get. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the matter is being taken to court. Y'all know who I am and what it is, so you can quit pretending now. So you already know nobody and nothing scares me. But like I said, he's the one who I wasn't aware until right now when I looked at the video that he has to be a part of that coalition. See my point? Because he's coming the same way. Because when you first of all, you're going around asking people my whereabouts. That's crazy, right? Second of all, it's not me asking you. You need to have basic respect in any video you make, common sense. Just like you should take that video down out of respect, because we talk as a man. I talk to you, and we're supposed to be cool. So as a man, you should take down that short video because you're sitting there lying on my name, which is, and I could take you to court for it, right? And I'm actually going to be filing lawsuits on a lot of different companies and individuals, and we all know what it is. So it's like, I don't know why they have to do things that don't make no sense and who does that and thinks it's okay, but it's just silly. It's not a smart decision on y'all's part. You're just doing it to yourself. See my point? Like, y'all already know you're not tough. You're not on anything, any kind of stance like that. So why act? I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I mean, anybody that walks in front of me and talks to me, common sense is going to talk to me right and act right, and he did. So like I said, he walked by me the first time. He walked in the restroom, right? All that is him stalking me. That's illegal. So that's his decision. That's on him. After that point, right, where I'm nice enough to be a normal person and have a conversation because he's approaching me. My point is, he didn't approach me initially. He went in the bathroom first. This is what people do, right? So he tried to act like he was just some guy going into the restroom. First of all, that's mad weird. If I'm using the restroom, going to the restroom, and you're sending people, see this, that's stalking across state lines. So they just committed another felony. See what I'm saying? And it's all documented publicly. So you're sending a guy, an actual agent from your group, an illegal underground organization that I'm putting out of business, and you send that guy into the bathroom that I'm in. So anybody normal would think, what's his intentions? Right? That's kind of weird, right? See my point? Like I said, you all can continue this behavior, but it's not normal and it's weird and it's not okay. And he didn't do nothing crazy in front of me. He didn't talk crazy. He was nothing but polite and respectful, like all of you will be in front of me, like I told you. So you're only proving my point correct. See my issue here and my point? You understand? I'm not concerned about any of that. Like I said, I don't care what anybody's personal issues are. I got along with the guy. I think he's an all right dude. We were cool. That's it. But the way you're going about doing things is weird. And it's crazy. And I'm going to definitely say the truth. You should already know that. Feel me? And it is what it is. I'll say the same thing in front of you and anybody. You know what I mean? So not only that, so he didn't approach me the first time, right? He goes around me. Then he comes the second time. Right there, that's stalking. Like right there, I could get him on stalking charges. He doesn't even realize that. Like he could literally go to jail today. Okay? And like I said, I don't run to nobody, right, for my problems. I don't do any of that. I don't snitch. Nothing. Right? I let people do their thing. So, like I said, I was nice to him. He was all right. He was cool. But I'm just going to point out the weird parts. Then I look right now, I see he's got a short video trying to issue troll rhetoric, saying something about that I can't afford something. I can't afford, what was it? He said, this is all nonsense delusion they talk that has no place in reality and makes no coherent sense. And they act like it's okay, but like you have to make sense if you're going to speak. Like we all live in reality, partner. So he said that I leave bikes on the side of the road because I don't have the money to fix them. See, that's what they do. They're weird. They start talking this weird demonic fake talk and making up lies of things that never happened. Like, okay, I don't care. You can't sully my reputation. You tried that. You've tried everything. It's not going to have an effect. Everything is going to remain positive. See, that's the thing. I know how the enemy moves because the devil is a coward and a liar. See what I'm saying? You can just notice what it is. Look at the energy. Look at the energy of how they're moving and what they're doing. So, like I said, you said I can't afford to fix bike tires, so I leave bikes stranded on the side of the road. When did I ever do that? Ever. Never happened. See, they're just upset and they're jealous and envious, all of them. And that's why they try to mask it, right? So they talk their troll rhetoric. So I'll address every single point of lies of what you said. When did I ever do that? Never. No, I don't buy my bikes from just pawn shops either, dude. I've got a bike right now. I've got a couple of bikes from mainstream stores. First lie proven wrong. Second lie, you said I leave bikes stranded on the side of the road. Never have done that. Where did you get that from? You made that up out of thin air. Why would I ever have to do that? That doesn't make sense. You're talking about when a pawn shop sold me a bike that the handlebar can clean out because they're rinky-dink places and they don't know how to take care of their stuff and sell people product that's fixed and right. That's a lawsuit that's going to be filed. Guaranteed. Yeah, and I still buy inventory from them. So, I mean, what are you talking about? And I didn't leave nothing anywhere or on the side of the road, bro. Okay, my entire hand, you saw what happened to my hand. I have it on video. And I had to go get checked out at the hospital. You understand? And then I had to heal for about a month. So they got a bad habit of trying to say things that are like low-key weird and disrespectful. Like, I don't have time for you. Feel what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. That's corny. Because like I said, when y'all are in person, y'all don't talk like that. No, we didn't. Nope. And like I said, that doesn't become some kind of game because there's nothing I can do about it anyway. I'm going to sit there and be nice to you and be a normal person because I had everything going for me. I love what I'm doing. I'm successful. I love my beautiful life. Feel me? So like I said, they're just doing it to themselves. Oh, I'm going to win all these lawsuits. Okay, don't you worry about that. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Feel me? So like I said, I just keep on winning. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense why y'all have attachments to people who are no good and clearly to the devil if you're running around lying. If you're running around talking about people as if you know them, I don't know you. He's a random dude from the internet. Never met him, don't know him. He's a stranger. Feel me? And the other lie, talking about that on my pull-ups, I don't go down all the way. Never was that a reality. I go down all the way on every single pull-up. You showed me a video where I go down all the way. So, like I said, I don't do delusion, partner. You're not making sense. See, you're just looking for an excuse to try to dismiss reality. It don't work like that. That's called insanity. I go down on all my pull-ups, sir. They're all official world records, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's why you all stay upset because you're in denial of actual reality. These people will sit there and pretend like their delusion exists. Amongst who? Who agrees with you? So you're acting like there's an argument or a back and forth. No. Nope. Nothing happening. Just you keep saying things that aren't kidding. Like, no, that makes no sense. Go get help. You feel me? That's all. Other than that, like I said, you see that stuff doesn't fly in reality, and that's it. Like, bro, what? Like, see, that's something you did all of your own, and then you want to involve other people. That's great. Like, an organization that's not even a real organization, they're an underground illegal organization that's trying to drag people down with their misery and their jealousy and envy because, oh, they're jealous of me. They can be as jealous as you want. You can say whatever, do whatever. Like, you ain't about nothing. We all know that. Bro, come on, bro. You got to get with reality, man. You know, just understand, bro. I'm not these other people, man. I'm not Kurt Cobain, homie. Okay? I ain't no Mason. Okay? I ain't scared of nobody and nothing. You people make me laugh. That's all. Like, what? And like I said, I literally showed him to his face reality, right? That I'm doing well on YouTube. I'm getting views. Like, it is what it is. I got my checks coming. My check's already over $123. I run a business. I'm not ever going to get funneled into some sideshow act and circus performance with jokers who they don't like seeing me do well or want me to be part of a script that they write. Yeah, do that with your puppets. I'm not a puppet. I'm Batman. I'm independent and I do what I want. I'm not. Here's the point of that. I'm not getting on here and acting different. I'm not getting on here and saying anything that isn't true. I'm not getting on here and acting tough, right? Just stating the facts. I got to point out what people are doing so the public is aware. Just like Christina is fully aware. We had a conversation right in front of you about all of it. Okay? And Christina doesn't trust any of you. Christina was like, I'm praying for you and I'm here, which means a lot that my girlfriend cares about me and loves me because she knows it's mad weird. Not only is it mad weird, but it's just the fact that they want to pretend as if like they don't know reality. Come on, bro. You know reality, bro. You know reality, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. So that's what I'm saying. Trolls on the internet, all that nonsense. It's not trolls. It's real people who are in dilapidated circumstances and they're mad at you because you're happy in your life. They're mad at you because you're happy running the world, doing what you want to do, which is what I'm doing. I'm on top, right? Like, I don't have time for you. I could care less how he or anybody feels. My whole deal is if you feel some way, be honest about how you feel. You get what I'm saying? But instead, they act and you can just tell that they're fake and they're being fake. I don't get that. Being fake and catty, that's not something that grown men do. They just ain't. Feel me? So, like I said, I'm not here for internet trolls. I'm Batman. I do the real thing. I am the real thing. My celebrity will continue to grow. My fame will continue to grow. Right? I'm walking with God. God is who created all of this. And God is in control. That's why they're mad. Hold on. That's why they're upset. I can guarantee you that's why they're upset. They're upset because they see that God's plan is coming to our fruition. And I don't care if you was the enemy or not. Either way, you helped me along the way. And that's sometimes how it works. Sometimes enemies, no matter their intention, end up helping you, even if that's not their intention. You know? He acted all right with me, man. Like I said, I don't have no problem. We cool. That's all. I'd hang out with him again. He's all right. But I'm just saying, y'all forget that I'm filing federal lawsuits real conveniently and real quick when you're aware of it. You're fully aware. He's fully aware. He knows the situation that he's walking into. So that means I have to document all your actions. I have to state them. I have to point them out and know exactly what you're doing and what's going on. It's just that simple. Because people have to know what's happening. People have to know everything, bro. People got to be able to see what's happening and what's going on. It's just that simple. You're in my way, buddy. Thank you. For nothing. Oh, the audacity. The entitlement is unbelievable. Really. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, I thought it was a good turnout. Like I said, unless there's something happening I'm not aware of, which is how they do things. They do everything behind your back and underhanded, which is cowardly and makes you look horrible. I mean, it is what it is. People want to keep making themselves look worse. That's perfectly fine. But they resort to the same phrases, same tactics. Listen, homie, God is with me, man. None of that stuff scares me, bro. You ain't scaring nobody at all. We laugh at people like you. I'm just being honest, bro. That stuff is silly, man. Like, dude, what I mean? That's the thing, bro. When you want to sit there and you want to front, like, no, don't front. Stand on what you're standing on. Be clear about what your intentions are, right? It's not complicated, right? And that's what they do. They don't be clear. Because all they do, I'm going to tell you the truth, all they do is bluff. Right. Y'all know who to do it with and who not to. Let's get real. So Tyree Sneed just shut down the whole internet and showed you. I told y'all I'm a street dude. They don't play them games with me. No, they don't. No, they don't. There we go. Got somebody rolling down the window saying Batman. Give them the thumbs up. Yeah. So like I said, all you're doing is exposing the red triangles, is what I called them. I can guarantee you that more than likely he's a member of the Red Triangle. You say what you want, he could deny it in front of my face, but that's what they do. They'll deny evidence on video. That's what narcissists will do. You understand? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, you came down here on some hater energy. Yeah. You came down here on that same weird stuff that y'all have a few members and that's it, and you don't have an identity. Like I said, I know your game, so there's nothing you can do. What Christina said was hilarious. Christina was like, they can't do nothing to you. And Christina was like, and you don't have a car. I just got a bike, a bat pod. And he looked at the bike. He said, that bike is nicer than I thought. See, what is with that? Like, why do you think it's real petty and immature to think that those little statements bother me? So you're projecting. You feel inferior, so you try to say something like you were trying to rush me to order food because you feel inferior to your boy. That bike is nicer than I thought. That's what narcs do. Like trying to infer that, oh, you're supposed to be below us. Oh, when was I below you? Y'all ever had a bank account with over $300,000 in it? I'm sorry, what? You ever lived the lavish lifestyle I live and still live? Right. You all worried about what I got going on that I paid cash for. All you do is keep calling things something else that's not. I don't care. Call it what you want, partner, but we all know what it is. Yeah, I got billions in equity, all my assets, everything protected, secured. I'm good, I'm gravy, and I'm stable. Been stable my entire life. Like what? A lot of you aren't only not stable physically, but you're not stable mentally. You should probably worry about that, right? See what I'm saying? Nah, say the truth. You came down here on some hate energy. You came down here on some Charlie Zelenoff nonsense, right? And you basically wanted to dismiss it and lie to my face and act like, oh, that's not what I want. Like I said, I'm just got to point out the truth. We still cool. I don't have no problem with him. I don't care about that. That's his own personal thing. But I'm gonna say the reality and the truth. You ain't never gonna tell me how to talk or what to do. I'll tell y'all what to do. That's it. If he wants to be a normal person about things, he should respect not something I asked you. It's not. I didn't ask you nothing. It ain't my responsibility what you do, sir. I don't care what you do, guys. But if you want to be a normal person, right? You would respect somebody. Period. You would have never made weird videos, right? You would have never done none of that nonsense at all, right? So right there, you don't have respect for me. You don't respect yourself. Hey, listen, brother. That's why we preach. See, they don't get it, man. That's the whole point, man. Love is the answer. God is the answer. You see? Yeah, you came down here and you found out I'm the real deal. Yep, that was the whole thing. What do you mean you're surprised? You're not surprised. You're not surprised because if you talk to any of those people, they all know I'm a good person. See? So you can't do anything with me or to me. You can't lie on me because everybody already knows about me, the truth. So you got to make chronological sense. I don't care what y'all do, but you should respect what you saying, right? Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do with what you're filming illegally. You understand that you can literally go to jail for those videos that you're talking about? You can go to jail for that, bro. That's stalking. You just came across state line. Well, not across state lines because you claim that you from Texas, right? But either way, it's still a felony. It's still stalking. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's all good, man. Like I said, I don't care. I don't. Like, I'm gonna keep on doing me and keep on winning. You know, that's the thing, man. They try to send these agents at me, agent provocateurs. They try to act like they're sworn enemies with a stranger they know nothing about. You know nothing about me. Just because you have a conversation with me means nothing. You know nothing still. Still don't have a clue, right? I'm a big mystery. Come on, bro. Y'all don't seem to get it, man. You're dealing with a genius here. You're dealing with someone who's way ahead of you, man. I'm a million steps ahead of all y'all. I'm a lot smarter than you. Feel me? And this is how I talk for real. Just imagine when we get in the courtroom. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so easy of a win because I got a mouth on me. I know how to talk and I know law. Yeah, right. I'm gonna be able to prove everything y'all have done, every crime. Hey, go on, keep doing what you're doing. Straight up. I'm not gonna discourage you. Nope. You all won't stop, right? Okay, cool, no problem. Do you feel me? Because y'all are racking up the evidence against you. The red triangles, they're all Masons. He lied to my face and said he's not a Mason. I don't know if I believe that. You might not be, but I don't know if I believe that. I think they're all Masons. And if they're not Masons, either way, it's weird. You know, fact is for me, man, none of it's my responsibility. I don't have no connection or attachment to you. You know, I got to get donations on this platform, period. I don't care who they're from. Straight up. Money comes in, I got to use that money. We all know that. You feel me? I don't even look at who it's from no more. I just get my money and do my job. I'm here to make donations. I'm here to get paid. See, they think that they're entitled. They think you're here for them. I'm not here for you, Wody. Real talk. I'm here for me. Y'all better get that understood. Hold on. So imagine how odd and weird it is when these are the same people, the same illegal underground organization, the Red Triangle, who made phone calls to Seton Hospital and did what they did to me, right, with what I've been going through physically for the past 4 to 5 years. And they have the nerve and audacity to try to downplay it, act like it never happened. And I'm so strong that I'm still smiling at them right in their face and talking to them and treating them as a human being. God is real. Drops mic. God is real. Boy, can't win against God. What? See, that's strength. See, strength is being the righteous guy. I'm not a villain. Nope. I may be in my villain era. Yeah, the villain to who? To all the cowards? To all the evil people? I'm not a villain. I'm the good guy. Been the good guy my entire life. I did nothing but help all those people. They owe me money. You feel me? Yeah, not him. Other people. They all owe me money. Like, where's that money at? Pay me that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, I appreciate him. He donated. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is what it is, bro. You know, if you support me, man, like, and you respectful to some degree, at least in person, I'm all right with you. I don't have no problem with him, but this has to be documented and spoken about because this is what's happened. So all I can say is you need to do the right thing, and I could care less what you do. That's your decision. It was your decision to, be stalking me and commit felonies. I mean, that's all on you, right? It got nothing to do with me. See, they want to attach you to what they do. You're responsible for what you do. Just like whatever videos you talking about, I don't care what you do. Like, you really think I'm going to be watching? Like, nope. Like, it's besides my concern, man. I'll watch if you do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, the video we got talking, that's all good stuff. You said whatever, you're going to do this and that. Okay, that's on you. That's all your decision. You should just have respect, basic respect for human beings, and know to do the right thing offhand. Nobody has to tell you. You feel me? So, like I said, that's on you. That short video you got out, and they always do that. They leave little videos knowing that they're saying things that, like I said, they don't say in front of me and they don't stand on, and it's fake. It's looking for a reaction, man. It's just people who are at the bottom of the barrel and they're trying to drag you down with them. Yeah. When you stand with God, them traps don't work, bro. Do you understand? And you see the power of God looking you in your eye? Yeah, you don't move me, man. Y'all are a sideshow circus act, man. Y'all ain't even the Joker, bro. I got bigger problems out here to deal with. Straight up, bro. I'm the real Batman. Here we go. Got a head nod from the lady. See? That's respect. You understand? I got bigger issues than y'all. Y'all are nothing. Just the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do. Like, start talking like them talking is going to worry me. Like, hey, you're the one running around doing illegal activity and nonsense as if anybody cares. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like, no. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's so funny, too, how they use misdirection. It can't ever be straight up. It can't ever be, see, no, your issue is with me, right? Just like with Ra's al Ghul. Y'all are trying to act like you're Ra's al Ghul or something. We didn't get into it in no temple. Like, I might have saved some of you people. I might have saved you, but we didn't get into it in the Ra's al Ghul temple. What are you talking about? You all are Ra's al Ghul now? Is he Ra's al Ghul? Come on, bro. You look like Ra's al Ghul. I mean, it's just funny. I mean, it's mad uncomfortable and weird, but it is funny at the end of the day. Like I said, outside of clearly the people he affiliates with and the little negativity that he spews out his mouth at the last second for no reason, I thought he was an all right guy. I think all of them have potential to be decent people. I mean, we're all supposed to be in this together, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't have anything against nobody. I already forgave everyone. I forgive you. I'm a man of God, man, and I'm God's son for real. I'm the second coming of Christ. I told you all this. Y'all want to sit here and downplay and act like I'm joking. Yeah, is the second coming of Christ going to get out of character? Right? I mean, look at what you did to me physically and what I've been through for the past 4 or 5 years because of it. Can barely even breathe every day. And I'm still such a man and such a superhuman that I'll look you in your eyes and have a nice conversation with you. And we can all pretend. It'll be our little secret. We'll pretend like you haven't done what you've done until we get to court. And then all y'all go to jail. See what I'm saying? Because then you're not going to be able to act. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how that's going to go either, because there's no way for me to really prove what I've been through physically, because they don't see it. They can't pick it up on scans and stuff. But like, Christina knows it's real. Like, there's physical evidence of this. I could have shown my stomach every time I breathe the entire time on camera. Like, I'm not going to go out my way to do all that, and I'm not going to need that evidence for the lawsuit. All the lawsuit has to show is that they're stalking across state lines. But I'm going to have it pointed out what they did. You understand? And I'm still going to see if my lawyer can look into it and maybe pull the calls and figure out what time around it happened, if we can, right? And see if he could pull the calls and figure out who they were talking to. Because I think people broke the law. I know they did. And they had conversations where they entertained somebody's envy and jealousy, a stranger with no power and no name and nothing, right? And then they went ahead and worked with them to, try to do what they did to me, which is clear as day. What? Try to stop me in my tracks and stop me from my beautiful future. These people were looking up my Akashic records, See, you open your mouth too much. You run your mouth too. I know everything. You were looking up my Akashic records. Day one, a long time ago, as soon as you heard of me. That's why y'all were talking about my family history with John Beale Sneed, right? Which is notorious and gangster as hell, right? Yeah, I mean, we could do all that, man. You could do whatever you want, bro. But the question is, if you look at any of these people, let's get real. Y'all love to talk down. Well, let me say the truth about you. You ain't rich. You say that right out your own mouth. You're not in any better position with me. I've got way more of everything than you. I'm doing better than all of y'all put together. Let's get real. I'm rich and wealthy, to be honest. And you got to pay me, and that's what you're supposed to do. So what are you talking about? I can never be down because I get paid to speak publicly. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm able to hustle and make money speaking publicly and doing what I do as a career. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, like I said, I mean, if that's the games y'all play because you're immature, you want to go around and project. Like I said, we don't do that. But to think that it's going to make me upset, not at all, because it seems like that's all you want to do. You're just too obvious. I'm not mad at all. I'm in a great mood. I had a great day. I mean, I had a good time with him. I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. The meal was good. You know what I mean? Like, we straight, bro. You know what I mean? But like I said, it all has to be talked about publicly. Common sense. Because if anything were to happen to me, right, that I don't know about, if somebody does something behind my back, whatever they may do, I don't know. You know what I mean? If they put something in my drink or my food, anything like that, I want to make sure that there's a track record of everybody's actions so that people can, arrest them and put them in jail and prison. So that's my thing. Like, people don't get with me. I'm not scared of nothing because you're going to walk right into basically your own trap, the own trap that you set for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Just like you basically all create your own hell on earth with your actions. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't have the worries that you have, man. You know why? I got a clean conscience. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't see me. I'm not talking down on you. I lift people up, brother. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you want to do the training with me, we can do that. I think you told me that you're heading out tomorrow. Hey, if you want, you can stick around. We can hang out a little more. We can talk. I mean, if anything, I think that shows people the power of God. It shows people who I am, that I'm that nice of a guy. Nah, I'll make friends with the people who literally try to stop me in my tracks and take me out. That's what a good person I am. Yep. See, these people don't get it. You're not going to make me look bad. You're going to be in for a rude awakening, like that Emmett song says. He says, anybody trying to act like I'm fake C is only going to be in for a rude awakening, because sooner or later, you haters are all going to face me. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Y'all like to do like fake buildups and fake talk. I'm not a part of that. Y'all got sectors and stuff on you. I ain't a part of no sector. I don't go back and forth with no trolls. I don't talk to y'all. I'm not online yelling and screaming and getting mad at people and, doing what you do and saying crazy stuff. I'm not doing none of that. I don't even know y'all. He rolled up today where I work out at, where I run my business. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody can do that. You can if you're coming with good intentions. But when you're sitting there and saying on a short video, just pure blatant, what, and lies, like, when did that happen, bro? I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I've afforded everything this entire time. Like I said, I got this $200 plus bike in my hand, and you're worried about a bicycle? They get triggered and pressed by anything I do. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be major. It doesn't have to be this huge, gigantic purchase. It's not about my success, man. You don't get it. I listen to these videos, bro. No, what you're scared of is what already happened, my awakening. That's why you're coming around. You're coming around because you're the devil. You're coming around because you know that God awoken me completely and that I'm completely awake and there's no fooling me. I'm not a part of your system. I am the system now. I took over the system. It's not the government running this country and world. It's me. That's what you don't understand. You do understand, though. You just want to pretend. You feel me? Yeah, I got all the power through law of attraction. What are you talking about money for, man? It didn't take me money to do any of this. I did this myself. Yeah, what is money? Money doesn't dictate my value. See, there you go again, trying to talk for others. That's you. You dictate your value about money. That's why when we sit down and talk, that's all you wanted to talk about, really. Notice the pattern? No, I'm just not naive. I study patterns of behavior. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm trying to order my food, and this dude talking about, uh, like, come on, like trying to rush me while I order. Like, she's waiting. Like, who cares? Like, what? A waitress can sit there and wait all day. I'll take my sweet time when I order. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just what, it's really what fake people do. Like, nah, bro, just say the truth, man. I mean, you already showed me what it is. I mean, yeah, you came down here on some weird energy that wasn't gonna fly, right? And you didn't know what to expect, and they were gassing you up, and you lied when I asked you, like, what were they talking to you, like freaking you out beforehand? They were. They all know about me, man. They all know who I am, bro. We're not the same. I'm just being honest, bro. Y'all are some people on the internet. That's nerd internet stuff. I'm a street dude. How, you know, those two worlds usually don't mix with each other, but I'm just smart and educated and nice. And I look the way I look. So, you feel like you can play these games or whatever. Like, that's fine. Play them. Because I guarantee you, any game we play, I'm going to win. And I'm going to win the right way legally. And I mean, that's it. And whoever's playing games is going to end up in jail and prison. I can guarantee that. So, like I said, still good, still stress free, still carefree, still sucker free. Like I said, I got no issue with him. I mean, a lot of people have different issues. Some people have underlying, deceit, envy. They're under demonic possession. If people are agents of the devil, that's your problem. But either way, I got to do what I got to do the right way and be upright, right? Because I'm incorruptible. And I got to stand upright and I got to make these things happen to get where I'm going, regardless. So, like I said, I encourage everybody to donate. I don't care what your personal underlying issues are. I don't care what you got going on. It's not my concern. Just donate and support. So I give him credit for that. He did that. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like he actually did something, and it was halfway like normal. I mean, he sent me 15 on Cash App. I mean, like I said, before I knew all this, you know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is. That's what they do. They just kind of show up out of the blue and it's a big deal for them. I mean, you gotta understand, bro. I mean, there just ain't nothing that's a big deal out here for us. I mean, we all know what it is, bro. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. We're not surprised. It just is what it is. It's not a big deal. That's the problem with people like that. They're overly dramatic. They want to make things that they're not. And when you're admitting, right to my face that people are trying to put a battery in your back to tell you to do something towards me, like right there, that's illegal as hell. Like you just saying that's a felony, dude. Like I don't understand what your drift is. I mean, ain't nobody gonna ever do nothing to me. That's common sense. Y'all are not capable of doing anything to me. I thought we knew this. You need to really move forward, man. It's a waste of my time. Feel me? Like you never make any sense. That's what they do. They see that you succeeded, and I just broke the world record at 143 pull-ups. I'm a superhero, superhuman god who's not even human, and you're talking about some fake nonsense that you're going to do something to me. Okay. In what dimension and galaxy do people operate like this? It's just funny, man. But like I said, I'm cool with him. He all right. Like I said, I mean, if he wants to hang out again, no problem. But like I said, I stand on what I'm saying, and I'm gonna always say the truth, and I'm gonna make sure that the public understands what's going on. Like, it doesn't make me nervous. It doesn't scare me. None of y'all scare me. I got to do what I got to do, and I'm getting all my evidence together for this federal lawsuit. I told him to his face, Christina is real. Um, like I'm in love with her. Like I make sure she's okay right now. I take care of her as much as I can. Like we're looking forward to the future, man. So I'm excited about it all. I thought it was a positive experience. I think that they intended for it to be a negative one. And as usual, I alchemized it and turned it into a positive. Like I said, keep your faith in God, man. And just understand that when you alchemize everything, people don't have an answer for you. And look at what I just did. Easy on baby. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Oh, and most of you can't afford a hot dog. Oh, and everyone in the public, you need to donate and show some support because I'm going to get to this next check We're gonna get this show on the road, and they all love me. They all my fans, man. They're not against me. They want to pretend because they think hate is love. They're all my fans, man. Get out of here with that. All right. We'll talk later, man.